Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex and I would absolutely love it if you love this content, if you want to support the channel, if you want to support me, if you would like, share, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel to grow, it helps the videos to get out there, and it overall lets me know that you like the content. Thank you for bearing with me, y'all, for taking Wednesdays off and kind of getting out Tuesday night's video on Thursday morning. Love Island is a labor of love. I'm sure you've heard other content creators that also watch these kind of or other content creators that y'all watch, I should say this as well. It is a labor of love. It is very hard to record and upload videos for this show every day. I'm not saying I don't like doing it because I love doing it. I love talking about this show, but it is definitely exhausting. And being that for me, I am not monetized yet, That's why I say we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I know some of y'all are typing in my name or just typing in Love Island recaps and you're watching my video, it's popping up and you're not hitting subscribe. So please hit the subscribe button if you actually like this content. It really supports me. This is a labor of love. I'm not monetized. I don't make money at all from these videos right now. And so I've just been hauling my little booty out every day doing these little recaps simply for the love of doing it. But as someone who's been a creative my whole life, I've been a writer, I've been a podcaster, I do believe in people discussing fair compensation or fair wages for the work that they're doing. So like I said, I'm not asking you to do anything that you don't want to do. I'm not saying if you don't like this video that you have to subscribe, but if you do, if you're typing in, Love Island Season 6, Episode 26 recap, and you see my videos and you haven't hit subscribe yet, because I know some of y'all are are searching my videos, but you're not hitting subscribe, please think about hitting the subscribe button. Guys, I have like almost 100 other videos on my page. I did Love is Blind. I did The Ultimatum South Africa. I've done plenty of other shows, so if you are not sure, I've also done Love Island US, basically this entire season. So please, if you're not sure, check out my page. I just want to take the time to say that as Love Island is coming to a close, just transparency, it has been a lot recording every day. So I really, really, really would appreciate it if you guys like the content, because I can definitely see people are searching in the search bar in my analytics, but not hitting that subscribe button. So please, please, please hit subscribe. As Love Island is coming to a close, my next show that I'm probably going to be doing is Big Brother US. I love Big Brother. I am a huge Big Brother fan, so that is going to be the next show coming here. I don't know that I'm going to be doing full out live feed recaps, but I'm definitely going to be recapping the TV show, talking about anything interesting and juicy that goes on the live feeds. I am like a big super fan of Big Brother. I watch everything, so that is going to be the next show on this channel after we finish up with Love Island next week. So sorry for the little spiel, but like I said, on the road to 1,000, I really would appreciate it if you guys would support me, and let's get into episode 26. Okay. So we start off episode 26 with Kaylor pissed. If you remember, at the end of episode 25, Kaylor and Aaron had yet another fight. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm getting tired of Kaylor and Aaron.
Screaming at me saying it was a joke, Kaylor, it was a joke, it was a joke. It's not a fucking joke.
Okay, wait, explain to me, go.
Apparently the girls were sitting around saying how I was in the shower, and then he jokingly said to her, "You want to get a shower, Daniela?" After they were mentioning it about me.
Or they were mentioning it about you to him, and he said to Daniela then, like, "Oh, do you want to get in the shower now?"
Like, as a joke.
That's not a joke.
To him, it's a joke.
No, it's not.
I don't really care. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't really care about their back and forth. I don't really care about their fighting, especially when Kaylor's just going to run back to him. Like, I don't know, if you were going to stand on business and not be with this guy and actually let him suffer for his whatever it is that he did, then I would understand that. But it's the fact that she's going to do all of this just to proceed to go back to him in 5 minutes. I don't know, for me, I don't really want to see it. So Aaron tells Rob that Kaylor needs to drop it. Aaron tells Rob that Kaylor needs to drop it or he needs to drop her. The bro code this season, and the girl code too, but the bro code this season is too much. Like, these guys are literally awful. I don't know. However, Rob does kind of stand up for Kaylor and say, look, like, you do need to understand how what you did could possibly hurt Kaylor. You do need to look at it from her perspective. Yeah, like, I don't know, if Rob is telling you that you need to reevaluate your actions, bro, I don't know. You probably need to reevaluate your actions. So Janae and Kenny are talking, and they get into this conversation, and God.
So, like, who's gonna make your eggs? Who's gonna fold your clothes?
I think
Who's gonna like give you an oil change in your car? Who's gonna build your whatever you need in your apartment? I could build couches.
I think even in the last 3 days,
Yeah.
like we haven't been coupled up, your presence has still been felt, you know?
Janae's such a baby. I feel like I have to say it quietly because I know y'all gonna get mad at me. But why is Janae acting like this? Janae's like, I can build couches. I can give you an oil change. I can do everything in the apartment. I'm like, girl, ain't he supposed to be telling you that so you could like him? Why are you telling him all of the different things that you're gonna do? What is he supposed to do then? But he does tell her that he missed cuddling and missed her. They kiss. They seem to be doing well now. And she said she feels so much better now that she has nothing to worry about. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. We're getting down to the winter, and I feel like we have very few couples here. But I don't know. Is it just me, or are you not buying Kenny fully? I don't know what it is, but something about Kenny is not giving 100% immersed. Something about Kenny is giving he saw upset how upset Janae was, and so because of that, he kind of felt bad or felt guilty, and that's why he switched up his tune. But something about Kenny is not giving me I'm 100% immersed in Janae. I don't know. So Kaylor and Aaron have another conversation, and he decides that it is time to apologize after he had his conversation with Rob. After his true lover told him to apologize to his fake lover, now all of a sudden Aaron decides that he actually owes her an apology. She's asking, why don't the stories add up? And Kaylor, this is another reason why I can't do the Kaylor and Aaron thing, because Kaylor starts to cry. She starts to get that high-pitched voice. You really can't understand her. She starts word vomiting. So Kaylor does say she feels like she was lied to, and now they make up again. You know, they're smiling, they're laughing. He tells her he loves her, and she says she's falling in love. Bro, what in the toxic is going on? What in the toxic is going on? Now, Kordell and Serena are talking, and Kordell is saying that one thing shouldn't break people off, aka, yo, I was with another woman in Casa, but that shouldn't be the thing to end us. She asks if Daya and he made out in Casa, and he says, I'm not gonna lie, yes, I was kissing that girl. They need to go, so he says they need to go through these things if they're going to work out IRL. And at this point, he decides that he is fully going to break it off with Daya, and he clearly thinks she really, I just wrote in my notes, he clearly thinks she really likes him due to her outbursts. I don't know. I just feel like Kordell was on the fence about if Serena really likes him, and now, obviously, with Serena's meltdown, I think he's in a place where he's like, oh, shoot, she might actually like me. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think either one of these women should want Kordell. Sorry. Like, the man gives immature. I'm not one person that likes to use someone's age against them, but a 22-year-old is really young. And when you're 27, I mean, Serena's 24, 25, right? But either way, Kordell clearly acts immature. Like, I don't know. This whole thing is based off of lack of communication and immaturity. And for the record, I think Serena needs to be single. Because the way that Serena reacted in that situation lets me know there's some unhealed wounds. There are some things that Serena herself needs to look into before she's with somebody else. I'm just keeping it real. So I don't think any of these people should be together. Kordell, Daya, Serena. None. That's just me. So, Daya and Kendall are talking, and Daya at this point is starting to realize Kordell is not feeling her. And she actually even tells Kendall, like, she wants to break it off with Kordell. You know, they're not hugging, they're not cuddling, and she can just basically feel him icing her out, you know. Kendall says, you know, let him know that this is not working, that, you know, if there's going to be something, you guys need to talk. So Kendall gets a text that the Hideaway is open. So Kendall and Nicole go to the Hideaway.
Fucking blessed to be here in the Hideaway with you. I cannot explain how happy I am. Cheers to us. Let's have a fun night.
Cheers.
Yum.
Fuck yeah.
This, oh my God, I can't get over it.
The Hideaway is really nice. I just realized we did not see the Hideaway this entire season, but the Hideaway was really, really nice. It was really big. There was like a hot tub outside and then all this space, and then the room is attached to it. I was like, oh, it's like a little suite. I'm surprised that, I mean, I feel like we've had very few like legit couples, so that's probably why no one else went in. How come when Kendall talks, he always sounds like a hype man? He's always like, let's go, girl. You my girl. Like, why does he talk like that? Like, he talks like he's a hype man. He reminds me of DJ Khaled. I don't know what it is, but baby, he talks like he is a hype man. I feel like the way he talks to Nicole, he talks to her like he's not fully comfortable with her. Does anybody else notice that? I don't know. Okay. Sierra and Kane are talking, and Kane asks how things have been going with Miguel. Why did he call him Miguel? Like, why did he call him Miguel? Like, what? Why did he call him that? Anyway, Sierra says that it is not going well with Miguel. And Kane also admits that he's not feeling anything romantically with Liv. So, you know, we're starting to build that these two are going to talk. Kenny and Catherine talk, and he says he talked about Janae, about where their heads are. She asks if he feels like he's getting somewhere with either one of them. Because again, remember, Catherine is another one of those Casa girls that was brought in the villa and then ignored. She also says that that Kenny is the only person that she's actually interested in the villa, all of this, and Kenny is giving that same 10-yard stare that he always gives. He does admit, though, that his mind is with Janae, and that he, going forward, sees him and Catherine as just friends. And Catherine's like, okay. So Leah and Miguel talk, and Miguel basically just says he wants to continue things with Leah. He likes what he sees. He wants to keep going. And Nicole and Kendall back in the Hideaway. They are closed off now. Kendall initiates, asks if they're closed off, and then they decide that they are closed off. He says he wants Nicole to be his girl inside and outside of the villa. So I'm a little confused if they decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend or if they just decided to be closed off inside of the villa. Next morning, Daya and Serena have a conversation. Daya says she is going to pull Kordell and break things off. She says he gets on his her nerves, and Serena's kind of just like, okay. And I understood Daya's frustration this episode. I didn't really understand pulling Serena and telling her. It definitely gave, I'm a bitter Betty and I want to try to make things bad for you. But Nicole and Kendall emerge from the Hideaway, and Nicole is telling the girls about the Hideaway. They talk in restaurant terms. She says there were finger foods, they did all courses, and that they are closed off. Congratulations for them too. Kendall says that to the guys that it felt like a whole nother villa. They went to level 5, which is apparently some kind of like Clash of Clans reference because he brought that up originally. And then Aaron's narcissistic self decided to steal the spotlight by bringing up how he said he loved Kaylor. And all the guys are like, oh my God, really? Kendall's hype. Okay. Daya and Kordell have the conversation.
I'm all good. I no longer want to get to know you. Cool. That's great to know.
Yeah.
cool. I think you've been super disrespectful. I think you've kind of left me on the back burner to see if Serena wants to take you back. I think you've literally lied to Serena, and you've literally lied to me, and you've not been honest, and you're not the person that I thought that you were going to be at all.
What is it looking like?
She no longer wants to get to know him. That is what she starts off with. She says that she feels like he's been disrespectful. He left her on the back burner. He's not the man that she thought he was. And she's pretty upset overall about how things went. When she's having the conversation, she's talking really fast. She's clearly upset. She clearly is just kind of like, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. He does admit that he wants to pursue Serena, and she calls him out for knowing where his head was at since they got back and basically stringing her along. And you know what? I respect that, because I've said from day one, Kordell's biggest problem is that he does not communicate. Kordell just lets every girl kind of fiend for themselves, figure it out, and then he gets upset when his actions have consequences. I feel like Kordell is still in that stage of life where he does not realize when you do things to people, or when you do things, you are hurting people in the process. Kane and Liv also have their conversation. Kane says he feels like it has not progressed romantically. And Liv is like, well, I wish you pulled me first rather than pulling Sierra to tell her this. And Kane's like, yeah, I hear you. I get that. I'll be honest, either way, I was going to pull Sierra, I was going to pull you, but I do get that, yeah, it should have been you first. And that's basically the end of the conversation. They break it off. So, Kordell and Serena. Kordell tells Serena about the conversation with Dea, ending things, and he asks what that means for them. Serena says, I don't know. And I will give credit where credit is due. I think Serena is the type of person where she will actually stand on business. Serena ain't Kaylor. Okay, and Serena will actually stand on business, and even if she's starting to feel feelings for him, I do like how she hasn't immediately ran back into being a couple with Kordell. Because I just feel like, what is the purpose, you know? He tries to say, like, why do you feel this way? It was just one mistake. And she's like, one mistake? Like, this went on for days and days and days, and you didn't say anything. He is professing his love for her, basically saying he really wants to work things out. He asks if she's willing to give him another chance. And she says, give me a second. Just please give me a second. I need to think. I don't know. I don't know what I see with those two. And if I think they're going to get back together, I don't think they should. I've already said it. So Liv is now in the dressing room crying because Kane broke it off with her. She's asking what's wrong with her, why this always happens. Y'all, I made a TikTok about Liv. Maybe I'll insert it here. I have questions about Liv. I have a lot of questions about Liv. Okay, I'm not one to speculate about anything. But I just have questions about Liv, because Liv has not had not one connection with any guy. She has not connected with a guy on a romantic level. She hasn't flirted with a guy ever. We haven't seen Liv even giggling with the guys. I feel like she's mean to them. I don't understand Liv's point. I don't understand why she's here. I don't understand what her expectation is. Are we not seeing conversations that she's having? Because Liv, from what we've seen, it looks like Liv has just been having a fun summer. I don't know. But anyways, Janae gets a text, and it is movie night. All right, let's get into movie night. We see some clips. We're going to see more clips in today's episode. So the first clip we see is the Aaron handshake with Daniela, and it is the exact same handshake that he and Kaylor have. They then make out. Kaylor is obviously upset, and Aaron gives a passive-aggressive apology. He's like, sorry. And Kaylor's like, stop saying sorry. He's like, all right, then. I'm not fucking sorry, then. And I'm like, damn, all right. Kaylor is upset because it is the exact same handshake that they had, which is weird. Like, I don't know. So we go on to clip 2, which is Rob talking to Liv and Kaylor about the backseat comment. At this point, Kaylor says in the clip that she was Leah was rooting for Andrea to go home, and Liv was also saying she heavily pushed for Andrea and wanted her to go home. So Leah asked Liv for an explanation. She's like, what?
Y'all already heard that. Y'all already heard that.
Shut the fuck up! You're being completely disrespectful right now.
Okay,
That's what we're not gonna do. And then when I
Leah's a great person, but I'm just seeing that side of her, man. Like, I've seen some angry women, but no girl that I've ever been with has ever talked like that.
No.
That's what we're not gonna do. And then when I sat up there and I said,
Don't be dramatic.
I
Like,
said
she's not
literally,
doing
I'm not. What? And the girls chime up, Janae and Serena, they chime in and they're like, no, it was literally everyone. It was everyone saying they wanted Andrea home. It wasn't just Leah. Which, rewatching that clip, I did find it kind of weird that Liv and Kaylor really tried to push it all on Leah and pretend like they did it. I think when I originally recapped it, I was a little more in the middle. But now that I rewatched it, looking back, I'm like, I don't know. That was kind of weird behavior in my opinion. So, once again, Liv and Leah get into another argument, and Leah says, shut the fuck up, Liv. Somebody needs to make that a sound, bro, because this is the second time this season that Leah has flat out said, shut the fuck up, Liv, and it is so funny. Miguel says in the confessional that he's starting to see a side of Leah that he doesn't know, and no girl that he's ever been with has talked like this. So, okay. Janae says, you're better than this. You guys have already hashed this out. And then Liv starts to come at Janae, and Serena's like, whoa, not too much on Janae now. Liv was kind of feisty. And it's like, girl, you got caught up. You got caught up, okay? You got caught up. Now, clip 3 is Kendall gassing up Kordell after making out with Daya. He's saying he's excited about him with Daya and Kordell, and then they show the part where Kordell humps Daya in the challenge, and Kendall's hyping him up after that yet again. So Serena tells Kendall, save the shit. At this point, Serena is done with Kendall, thinks he's an instigator, and I agree. Kendall is an instigator. Kendall gives me the ick, y'all. He gives me the ick. Clip 4 is of Daniela and Aaron making out, and then the comment of him saying, oh, right now I can't stand up for about 2 minutes. Why do these guys always talk about their fucking... Ugh. And then we see the shower comments. At this point, Kaylor and everyone realizes that Aaron is a liar, and so is Daniela.
And it's just like, keep surprising me. I just feel dumb, and I feel like the Aaron I thought I knew isn't who he actually is. All of the things that he said to me are making me question if it's lust or love.
I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect skies.
Clip 5. Serena saying conversations with Kordell aren't intellectually stimulating. That was like a clip from week 1. And, you know, she said he has no life goals. He just wants to be a Cheez-Its ambassador. And Leah saying she wants someone else for her. And Serena and Kordell are both like, okay, like, we got past this. It was literally week 1. Cool. Our last clip of the episode is Leah saying she doesn't give a fuck about Rob crying, saying he's a bitch. This was after the Andrea and Leah situation where he's trying to pick between both women. You know, Aaron tries to pipe in and say, yo, that's fucked up.
So like, he's gonna get emotional in front of you, literally open up to you, and then you're gonna call it a nick and call him a bitch. That's what
you want to know
do.
why I'm calling him a bitch? Is that he was crying between having to choose between 2 girls to me when I'm trying to express to him.
He's not on the floor crying over 2 girls, is he? He's obviously opening up to you because he can see you're upset.
This is the most offensive I've seen you get. You didn't get all this bug about behind Kaylor, but you're really going to bat behind Rob.
Yeah, because I'm gonna back Rob, aren't I? When he's getting emotional.
No, chill. Rob can speak for himself.
That, you know, he was trying to be vulnerable. And Serena says, why don't you have the same energy for Kaylor? Exactly. You defend Rob like he's your man. And you do not have the same energy, emotion, vitriol, anything when it comes to Kaylor. Totally agree. He says she never cared. She kept talking about herself. He felt more alone than he was in 12 years. That's what Rob tries to claim happened with the Leah situation. And I'm like, give me a break, Rob. Give me a break. You act like you didn't have your boyfriend Aaron right next to you. Like, be so for real. And he says he forgives Leah, but the reason why he'll never get back with her is because he doesn't trust her. And that is where we end the episode. We do see in the preview, though, there is going to be more movie night clips. So, stay strapped in, y'all. You know, we are going to be back for tonight's episode. If you like this content, please like, please share, please comment, please subscribe and support the channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.